Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad.
All right, man. To the thousands of subscribers. Here's what's holding up Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. I was just wrapping up doing my videos. And I got a text. Shout out to the person who sent it to me. I'm keeping it anonymous. About what's holding up this Terence Crawford and Errol Spence fight. I was speculating. Well, I knew I knew about the beef about Espinoza and now Haymon. But also I thought it was a lot to do with the fight date, right? Somebody told me they was listening on a Clubhouse and they was talking boxing. Don't ask me what chat room who it was. And the guy was saying that the fight gonna be December 10th. He did some research, found out that the fight ain't gonna be December 10th. Because it ain't no venues available. And the word on the street is the UFC, I believe he told me, is doing some 2 cards in December. Now, it's 5 weeks in December, by the way. And he told me that they doing some so this is what he says. He said, I was in Clubhouse this morning listening to this cat say he heard the fight was December 10th at T-Mobile. I knew better. Just don't say nothing. Though I can't say this. Sorry. I can't say this part. So, but basically, the UFC, Mason crying. The UFC said to have 2 fights in Las Vegas, right? Or a fight in Las Vegas in December. So, Robbie Lawler Santiago is fighting December 10th, UFC 282. And that's at T-Mobile Arena. So that day, that was just a lie. He just lied, right? And then, December 8th to 11th, Disney Ice gonna be there. So, but we already know what old boy said, right? Dan Raphael said it's November or bust. And we know why we know what the bus part is now. It's the UFC. All right. So I'm eating. I'm sorry, multitasking. End up hours in a day. So I'm thinking it's the date. It's not Terence Crawford. It's not Errol Spence. They have already agreed. They've already agreed to the contract. This was weeks ago, right? And one of the questions I asked my boy the other day, when I talked to him, he told me, oh, well, he's like third person, fourth person, tell me probably third, about, well, the fight is being held up. He told me the fight is being held up. It's just done, but, he don't know what the holdup is. I think on Showtime PBC or Fox PBC. And he said he didn't know, but he said it's done. They agreed to the deals, and the deals are agreed to. And I told y'all this weeks ago, right? And apparently, whoever feeding Dan Raphael information, they legit, but they bullshitting. They bullshitting with y'all, right? And we're bullshitting with him. The honest truth is, Espinoza and Al Haymon beef is very, very serious. They beef is the real deal, Holyfield, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. Hold on. And Mason being a baby, I just fed him some popcorn. He wants some of my salad. And guess what? That ain't gonna happen. This the bomb salad too. The crisscross say this the bomb. So, so right now it's the issue of whether this fight is gonna fall on PBC Fox or PBC Showtime. Now, apparently, what they got going on is actually a real beef. And I talked to somebody behind the scenes, and they said that this is real. They said this is real. So he said, I found out I was holding up Crawford and Spence fight. I said, what is it? Said Blank said he didn't know that the beef with Haymon and Espinoza was that deep. He said what's holding it up is that the network, they're going to have the fight on Showtime or Fox. Blank said it got bad when Espinoza came out and said they want Charlo and Benavidez on free TV. They're trying to decide if it will be on Showtime or Fox, basically. He said, Haymon Blank, if Showtime had any, that's something else. So he said, blank, what kind of fights are Showtime looking for? Okay. He said fights like Thurman, Garcia, Wilder Ortiz, Charlo Hurd, J Rock Harrison, Tank, Gary Russell, Showtime might as well fire this what he's saying Al Haymon right now because he not putting those on fights on free TV. So those are kind of the fights they looking to make. Some fights that happened in the past and some fights that happen or they want to look to happen. And he basically said that, pretty much Espinoza want to put that fight on regular Showtime. And Al Haymon don't want to put that fight on regular Showtime. So, so that's a big issue right now. That's a huge issue. So, and he said the biggest fight Showtime wants Charlo Benavidez. We know damn well Haymon is not putting that fight on free TV. So, and there you have it. It's nothing too complex more than that. And like I said, the rumor. It sounds like the rumors is true about them wanting to defund Al Haymon. So, and like I said, only time I'm gonna tell. They could be playing poker or chicken. And I still think Showtime gonna fold and let Al Haymon have his way. I still think they're gonna fold and let him have his way. You're gonna get a shitty ass PBC schedule again. That's my opinion. But if Al Haymon don't have another network to go to, and you gotta think about it, the word on the street is this the last year on Fox. Could Bud and Spence save PBC on Fox? They could, but still ain't enough fight dates. So now they leveraging, and it's a real beef, allegedly. And let alone he won't make none of these fights, let alone put them on free TV. So Showtime might be getting out the boxing business or the Al Haymon business. I don't blame them. Y'all gotta understand the numbers ain't matching up. They're not. And Lubin and Fondora was just as good as some of those fights, if not better than some of those fights could or was already. But nobody watched it because they wasn't names. It's messed up though. That's a fight fan's dream, even the casual's dream. But hey, here's what it is. And now the networks will hold it up. And I heard it's gonna be 3 to 4 weeks, so you can hear it. And that's why my boy told me you can hear it. And this not, it's just a rumor that you hear it as early as Ortiz and Ruiz this weekend, this Sunday. So Al Haymon playing some real poker. If Al Haymon don't get him that fight and don't want to make better fights, they should get out the business. They should get out the business. They should literally get out the business. They should really get out the business. So I mean, there you go. I mean, hey, Al, what you gonna do? I'm pretty sure Al is a smart man. He's gonna have a contingency plan for sure. But networks, it's so funny how inconvenient it is now for them to have beef over matchmaking, over fights that's getting put on. Ain't that funny? Ain't that about a blip? That is hilarious to me. Now out of all the years he gave y'all shitty fights, now we on the cusp of getting Crawford and Spence. They did all this agreeing and negotiating and all this politicking they did. Now the fall schedule, the boxing schedule becomes an issue. Bruh, you couldn't write a book. You couldn't write a book. You couldn't write a book. You couldn't write this. You couldn't write it. You couldn't write it. Couldn't. But it's a network thing, and they want better fight. Can you blame them? You got people out here advocating for Al Haymon. That just let you know they don't know shit about boxing. That's what it lets you. They don't know shit about boxing. Because the product that Al Haymon giving right now is hot garbage. Benavidez and and Danny Garcia and Maxo and Ray Vargas and them type of fights. Hilarious. They hilarious. And people tired of getting them caliber of fights. And I can't blame them. I can't blame them. So, I mean, ultimately, there you have it. So I can't tell you if it's gonna be on Showtime gonna fold. I can't tell you if Showtime gonna fold and give Al Haymon what they want. They gonna go to Fox, but that ain't gonna save Fox. They ain't gonna save the Fox relationship. A strong free TV fight is gonna save the Fox relationship. And then they saying that when they fight on Fox, Al Haymon front the money for everything and pay Fox for the production. And Fox gonna get a percentage out of the pay-per-view. So to me, for me, that's just like, do they really, want to go there? And I think that's a lot of posturing and bluffing, but that's the word on the street, And we'll see what the great Al Houdini do. But he always, he always a few steps ahead, and and we'll see. We'll see. But yep, that's the word on the street. And it's not, Terence Crawford can't make 147 and that's what holding up the fight. So I seen Bernie talk about what that dummy said. You know what I'm saying? That dummy said, dude, I can't believe people still sub to him. Somebody was talking about his subs probably fake. They gotta be. They gotta be fake. Fake is a $10 to $12 bill. How about that? But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Crease your chins, get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel? Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the Linktree link in the description. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, everywhere, man. We pretty much everywhere. I'm working on some things right now. But check out the Box Rumor playlist. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. I do appreciate y'all. Don't forget to check out my Detroit channel right here on YouTube, Motor City Sports Talk, for more sports, music, news, entertainment. In Detroit, Motor City Sports Talk. One time for the one time. Y'all know what the business is. Peace.